Welcome to Cord Cutting This Week, episode number 38, the show where I give you my opinion on some of the biggest stories in the world of cord cutting. Now, this is my opinion. If you want to learn more about each story, in the show notes down below, I link to each story in depth so you can read more about them, make your own decisions. First though, hey, we're giving away a 55-inch 4K HDR Roku TV from TCL and a free month of Sling, along with a Mohu antenna to go with it, right now through August 20th. Details in the show notes. If you're watching this after August 20th, 2018, sorry you missed the giveaway. We do a lot of other giveaways over at cordcuttersnews.com. That's cordcuttersnews.com. So keep an eye on that. Keep checking the site every month. You never know when a new giveaway is going to come up. Let's kind of dive into it. A lot has happened in the past week. We've got a lot of new details in some services. For instance, our first story. Disney CEO has given us some new details about their new streaming service. Now, this service is anticipated to come out in 2019. It will include a lot of family-friendly Disney stuff, but it also gives us an idea of what they plan to do with Hulu, because Disney soon will own 60% of Hulu. For the first time, Hulu is going to have a majority owner, and they kind of hint at what's happening here. So let's dive into the Disney new streaming service. Right off the bat, Bob Iger, the CEO of Disney, says the new streaming service will be cheaper than Netflix. It's reported that it's going to cost around $5. A lot of people say it won't cost any more than $8, $9 max, according to the reports. But Bob Iger will confirm it will be cheaper than Netflix. It will include new Disney original shows. So not only will we get access to back catalog Disney content that's focused on family, they're making original productions on Monsters, Inc., High School Musical, Star Wars, and others that will only be available through the Disney streaming service. The target audience for this new service, according to Bob Iger, is families. Disney's core audience is going to be family friendly. You're not going to be finding R-rated content. Disney seems to be wanting to make this new streaming service a very family friendly place where you as a parent could feel safe that your kids are on here and not going to find some R-rated movie you don't want them watching. R-rated content and similar other adult-focused content will be moving over to Hulu and will stay there. Most of Fox content will be on Hulu. Some of the Fox content, like the National Geographic channel content, which is owned by Fox, will be available through the new Disney streaming service also. So those are kind of the highlights. We do know 2 Star Wars original shows are coming. A final season of the Clone Wars, which was on a Cartoon Network and never really got a full-blown final episode. Disney says, or final season, I should say. Disney says they're going to conclude that story. They're also doing a live-action movie or a TV show based on the Star Wars movies. It's going to get about $100 million budget on it. It's going to be a big blockbuster TV show. So it's really cool to see Disney's taking this serious. They said that starting in March of next year, 2019, the Disney movies that hit theaters will no longer go to Netflix. They will go to the new Disney service. That pegs this at a late summer at the earliest release for this service to a fall, maybe even winter 2019 release for the new Disney service. Some movies on Netflix, some movies which are owned by TV networks, the rights to stream them, won't be coming here. Like the original Star Wars trilogy is currently, I believe it's Turner. Somebody's going to correct me on this, say it's not Turner, but I think it's Turner. Owns the rights to air original Star Wars movies for several more years. So those won't be here. Some of the stuff like Star Wars, The Last Jedi, Netflix has rights for a little while. They said they're going to have to let those rights expire before they can take them on. But all new content going forward will go to the Disney streaming service. Older content not currently licensed by Netflix or other places will be going to the new Disney service. The question is, some of this content, for instance, Hulu has Doc McStuffins and other Disney Junior content. Will that be moving over? Is that going to be available on both? Princess Sophia, a different Disney Junior show, is currently with Netflix. Or Sophia the First, or whatever it's called. My daughter loves the show. So it'll be interesting to see, when does those contracts end? We don't know. But that's kind of the current update. A lot of people are really excited about this because it's Disney. Everybody's excited about Disney. 2, I think a lot of people are excited about the idea of a very family-friendly streaming service that has high-quality content. There are some very good family-friendly streaming services that don't get the appreciation they deserve. There's a lot of bad family-friendly streaming services where the quality is just not that great. So I think that's kind of one of the reasons people are very excited about this. We'll have to kind of keep an eye on this. We probably will be hearing drips and drabs about it going forward. Keep an eye out for more original series to be announced. It appears Disney plans to spend big to get this service the traction it needs. That they're hoping that by striking large numbers of original shows, having a good back catalog, they'll be able to attract Disney subscribers to pay for the service. And honestly, I think if they hit that $5 mark, or even if it's $6 or $7, I think they're going to do pretty well. Next up, speaking of companies doing pretty well, Roku just announced their earnings this week, and some really big numbers are in there. Right off the bat, 7 million new subscribers or new accounts. Now, these are not device sales. These are people who created new Roku accounts. So one Roku account can represent multiple devices. If you have 5 Rokus in your home, they can all be on the same Roku account. So that the fact that they added 7 million new Roku accounts means that there's likely 7 million new people who previously didn't own a Roku. Roku also saw a 57% jump in revenue in just 1 year. And this was their fastest growth since the fourth quarter of 2013. So Roku is doing really well. A few things they announced: the Roku Channel, their free streaming service, is now available on Samsung TVs and browsers, including the ability to AirPlay it to the Apple TV and to watch it through the browser and the Silk browser or the Firefox browser on the Fire TV. So the Roku Channel is pretty much available on everything now. Minor workarounds, but it's there. They also announced a new section called free content, where they take all the free content from all the different Roku channels and curate it into one spot. You know, ABC, Freeform, the CW, and all other places have all this free content. Some of it's free, some of it's behind a paywall. What Roku's doing is they're taking all the free content, no matter where it is, Tubi, Crackle, ABC, CW, and others, stripping it out, putting it into a nice simple search box, removing anything that's behind a paywall, and saying, here it is. If, let's say, you try to watch something on Crackle that you don't have Crackle installed, the Roku will automatically install the Roku channel, the Crackle channel for you, on your Roku, and have it ready to go for free. That's a pretty cool feature. And this is something I think is really going to make Roku stand out. I know there's the Apple TV app. A lot of people are comparing this to it. Roku's kind of had a competitor with their feeds for a little while. The thing about this is it's just showing you the free content, which I love, because there's a ton of free content out there. I don't think most cord cutters take full advantage of how much free content there really is. The ability to watch, for instance, on the CW, shows the next day. Other networks do it like a week later, where a week after it airs, it's free online. They have full past seasons. It's not common like, hey, a new season of some shows coming out. Right now we have the entire first season for free on the ABC, NBC app, or wherever it is. And you'll be able to catch up, or maybe say, hey, you know, I've heard a lot about it. I want to try it. Let me try the first 4 episodes. I really do believe this is a great feature. I'm excited Roku's doing this. I think it's underappreciated. I hope more people pay attention to this feature when it comes out and tries it. The feature is rolling out with Roku Update. Most Roku owners should have it in the next week or so. They say over 1 million Roku devices already have it. If you don't have the new feature, it'll be added in the next few weeks. Where would you find it? On the Roku home screen, on the left-hand side, where it shows like the Roku Channel Store, Roku Settings, right there will be a new one that says free content. That's where you're looking for. You can try to force update by going into the settings and going into your system and then doing a system update right there to see if the Roku channel or the Roku will update and include the new free section. So a ton of new features there. I'll include a link down below where you can read more about that. But do you own a Roku? What do you think? I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on the new Roku's free section and their success. Let me know what you think. The last story of the day, of the week, I should say. DIRECTV Now is on track to become the largest live TV streaming service in the United States. Sling TV for many years now has been the largest live TV streaming service. DIRECTV Now has been coming on hot and heavy. They've been pouring on the gas and effectively trying to do anything they can to buy subscribers. And whether that be, hey, if you prepay for a few months, we'll give you an Apple TV, a Roku. I think Fire TV was on there for a little while. Hey, get 3 months of DIRECTV Now for $10. Or I got an email from one of the accounts I used to test it a long time ago. Hey, come back, we'll give you $30 off for 3 months. So they're really not holding back. They want subscribers. They're betting big on the idea that if you subscribe to DIRECTV Now, you will stay and keep paying after the promo ends. That's a question, will you? Now, that's a question I want to know for you. How locked in do you get? I know a lot of cord cutters get stuck in the cable mindset that when they have a service, they keep it. The great thing about cord cutting, though, is the fact that you don't have to. When you subscribe to something, it's very easy to say, hey, I'm going to do this for 3 months, football season, and then when football season's over, I'm going to cancel and go subscribe to something else. Hey, this service is not working well, doesn't have the device support, the channel I want, whatever, I'm going to switch to this. So I wonder how true this is going to be. There is a lot of truth in the fact that a lot of Americans do get caught up in the trap of once I'm subscribed, and I'm not switching. But I think more and more Americans are jumping around to whatever gives them the best deal. What do you think? Is that, how important is that to you? But no matter what the long-term implications of this is, for now, DIRECTV Now is seeing great growth. They're seeing a much faster growth than I think any other live TV streaming service. When you're buying subscribers like this, and I call them buying because you're basically offering the service below cost, one way or the other, to get them to subscribe. That seems to be paying off big for AT&T right now because they are seeing skyrocketing subscriber numbers. What that will look like a year from now, 2 years from now, we don't know. But for now, they're on track to surpass Sling TV by the end of the year. What do you think about that? Let me know. Hey, kind of a quick show this week. Love to know what you think of these topics. What do you think of DIRECTV Now becoming the largest streaming service? What do you think of Disney's new streaming service? What about Roku? Are you a Roku fan? Are you not? Let me know. But they're adding new subscribers left and right. So leave us a comment. Let me know. Check out more details of these stories in the show notes down below. And don't forget, we're giving away a Roku 55-inch 4K HDR TV from TCL with Sling TV gift card and a Mohu antenna. So check that out in the show notes. Ends August 20th. So if you see this before then, make sure to enter the giveaway. Hey, thanks for watching. I'll see you next week. Remember, we're Saturday for a few more weeks. We'll see how we play this, if we go back to Friday or not. But for the rest of August, with the holidays and the summer vacations coming to an end, we're going to keep pushing on Saturday. So see you next week, Saturday. We'll be right back here with all the biggest news in the world of cord cutting.